You ready? Call your senators and representatives. Call all the people we've hired. That's right. Tell them we don't like the job that they're doing. If they don't change their ways, they'll all soon be fired.
This is our responsibility. We have today, as we speak, 700,000 veterans in the street. 700,000 veterans in the street.
Open your window, stick your head out, and shout as loud as you can. I'm as mad as hell, and I can't, and I'm not going to take it anymore. And now, if there is not a time in American history that exists, and it will be louder as the money disappears. As the money disappears, people will be absolutely besides themselves that some people stole hundreds of millions of dollars. They will be besides themselves because their children will not be able to go to college.
You could have 1 million lawyers at every polling station, literally stacked on top of themselves like a pyramid into the sky. And you can do nothing to prevent a guy in a van who is remotely reprogramming electronic voting machines. Or what happens after that vote total leaves that particular precinct. Do you understand?
Kennedy wanted it to be 100,000 within a few years, wanted it to be 1 million within 10. If you had 20 million returned Peace Corps volunteers, do you think you would have made the election decisions you made in the last few years? You think you'd be smarter and we'd be a lot richer?
Saddam had been demonized, we were told he had weapons, and so we went to war in Iraq. But purely, the war in Iraq was twofold. It was about eliminating a political embarrassment to presidents of 3 successive administrations, and 2, it was a trigger to set in motion a policy of regional transformation in the Middle East, inclusive of regime change in nations that we deemed to be incompatible with how the United States felt the Middle East should be operating.
Now, if I was to change this life I lead, I'd be Johnny Tomato Seed, 'cause I know what this country needs. That's homegrown tomatoes in every yard you see. But when I die, don't bury me in a box in a cemetery, 'cause out in the garden would be much better, and I could be pushing up homegrown tomatoes.
Oh, but may the circle be unbroken. Oh, by and by, Lord, now by and by. There's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord. Oh, in the sky.
All right. So I'm going to bring up doctors Bob and Holly Gross. Introduce them to... Bob and Holly have been integral principals, I guess we could say, in the Kernville Progressive Freedom Festival. This is year number 3. 3 big ones. Without further ado, here are Bob and Holly Gross.
I want to thank everyone for coming. We are a grassroots organization. We needed to find a place that we could find to support our views and feel safe and feel secure and feel supported. People are awake for the first time, and we have to really recognize that, and we can make a difference.
Okay, thank you very much too for all of our guests that came in. We have R.J. Eskow that came in from LA this morning, Marc Sussman that flew in from New York last night, Dwayne Hunn that came in from the Bay Area. And later today we'll have Scott Ritter, who's flying in from God knows where, and he's flying in on his own. And Richard Greene that will be coming in from LA. So we have a lot of great stuff going on today. There'll be different bands and everything playing in between. I think we're going to have a great time. So let's party.
Ready? Call your senators and representatives. Call all the people we've hired. That's right. Tell them we don't like the job that they're doing. If they don't change their ways, they'll all soon be fired. They gambled our taxes away. regulating the laws of the trade, while Wall Street and Main Street have got to be safe. But who in the world will pay? Who in the world will pay? Who in the world will pay? Pay the hard